All right, guys, we're going to go right into questions. We'll start with David Ferrones of the Sun Sentinel. David, if you have a question for Quincy.
Yes, hi Quincy. First, I want to know, obviously, your reaction to hearing that Greg Rousseau was opting out, and then, obviously, you're already going to play a huge role on this team, regardless. But now being that number one defensive end on a new team.
Initially, I think we were all proud of him. We all support his decision. We all worked so hard our whole lives, to turn our dreams into a reality, and see him do that. We're all proud of him. So. I see him around on the whole pre-draft process, and I'm just excited to get to it this season.
Great. We have Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, if you have a question for Quincy.
Hey, Quincy, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Susan?
Good. How was your first, I guess, training camp? I mean, you were there for some spring practices, not many, but how was it today? How was it different with the pandemic and everything?
It's definitely different. I think it's gonna be different for everybody across the country, but I was just excited to be out there playing football. With everything going on, I was just excited to be out there and have something to look forward to and look towards.
Great. We have Matt Shodell of Kane Sport. Matt, if you have a question for Quincy.
Yeah, hey, Quincy. So I wanted to follow up a little bit on the Gregory Rousseau thing, in the sense that, Coach Manny said that you guys really have to step up and you have more opportunities now. It's weird because, you just transferred in, but you almost have to take a leadership role. Jafari's a younger guy, even though he was here last year. Like, how do you view sort of your role and the other guys who now have to step up? You can talk about that as well.
I think it's no different than what I did at Temple. Being the guy in the room that has to take control of the room. And like I said, it's a lot of talent around. It's a lot of talent in the room. We were so deep at defensive end. Obviously, we're going to take a hit with Greg, but it's next man up. So JP, Jafari, Quinn, Cam. We got a lot of guys in that room that can play football. So I'm still excited about this D-line, and I still think we can do some big things in this conference.
Awesome. We have Chris Stock from Inside the U, Quincy. Chris, if you had a question for Q.
Yeah, Quincy, in 2018 at Temple, you guys played against Houston, a high-scoring game. Just memories of that game in particular, going against Jared Williams, and then also just maybe in practice what you've seen from him. But yeah, what do you remember from that game?
Definitely just a consistent player, real technically sound, so he's somebody that's going to bring maturity, hopefully leadership to the locker room and to the O-line. And, he's another piece to the puzzle, so, if we can put it all together, all be on the same page, I'm excited about this season.
All right. Quincy, we have Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny, if you had a question for Quincy.
Hey, Quincy. So we heard Coach Baker yesterday talk about your buddy there, how he can do a standing backflip. What can you do? You do any tremendous athletic feats like that?
No, man. No, I can't do a backflip. Who can do a backflip?
Jalen. He said Jalen could do the backflip.
Man, Jalen's a freak, but no, I can't do a backflip, man.
Just as a quick follow-up, just your relationship with him, and obviously everybody was expecting you and Greg to be a big tandem, but just what you kind of like about Jalen as a player, and how do you think you guys could complement each other?
One thing that I really like is that we were all really close. Me and Greg, me and Jalen and Greg. We got to build a nice tight relationship over the few months. And I think that'll translate to the field. You have to have that camaraderie, that chemistry on the field. So I think that'll be a benefit for us going into the season, and that it wasn't a hard transition. It wasn't weird seeing him on the other side or us being in the game together. So, like I said, I'm excited about what we can do this year together.
Thank you.
Q, we got a few more for you. Next one is David Lake from 24/7 Sports. David, if you had a question for Quincy.
Yeah, Quincy, I know you touched on him a little bit already, but can you talk a little bit more about what impresses you about both Jafari Harvey and Jason Blissett?
Well, for Jafari, it's his athleticism. He's real athletic, real fast. We do the runs. He's in the front every time. With on the bag drills, he's competing with, skill guys and combo guys. So he's really athletic. For Bliss, it's his physicality. Both young guys, but, I think that, being in the fire and being in the game will only make them better. And so, like I say, I think we have a lot of depth on this team, both D-tackle and defensive end, and I'm excited about what we can do this season.
Awesome. We have David Wilson from the Miami Herald, Quincy. David, if you had a question for Q.
Hey, Quincy. I was just wondering, as you are, still, I'm sure, picking up pieces of the offense or of the defense, are there certain guys that you're leaning on or have leaned on over the last couple of months to try to get up to speed, especially since you missed, since there was so little spring practice for you to, actually be playing?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Just like over the last couple of months, are there certain guys that you've kind of leaned on to try to help learn the defense and kind of get acclimated?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Greg was one of those guys, Zach, Nesta, and really in the D-line room, it's really a family atmosphere, so we kind of all throw each other bones, help each other out. And that's what it's all about. I could ask down the line, any D-tackle, any Jalen, he understands what's going on. So I could ask any of the guys, and, they have the answers. So, like I said, that plays a part in what we're going to do this season.
Awesome. Q, this will be the last one. This is Tom D'Angelo of the Palm Beach Post. Tom, if you had a question for Quincy.
Hey, Quincy. Hey, Coach was talking about how for all of you guys, for everybody, no one was really sure this day was coming. And even though we've had this day, we're not even guaranteed there's going to be a season right now. But in the moment, how thankful, what was it like to be out there to finally get this day? And how do you ever think beyond today and still a season?
I think for everybody that's out there, we have to believe that we're going to have a season this year. We have to prepare as if, we're going to be out there Thursday night, September 10th, playing our first game. You can't have any doubt in your mind. If there isn't a season, there isn't a season. We can't control that. I think for all of us, we can just control. We can control, and that's our preparation day in and day out.
How thankful when you got out there today? What was it like? Was it like finally, or?
Yeah. It was, like I say, it was a big relief because for a long time we didn't have anything to look forward to. So it was a big relief for me. And like I said, it just made me excited. It remotivated me and it made me really excited about this season.
Thank you.
Awesome. Quincy, thanks for taking a few minutes with us tonight, and good luck the rest of camp. I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon.
Definitely, and thank you guys.